Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-dun-da-na-na-na-na. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun-na-na-na-na. 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 Dun-dun-dun. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody is doing well. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. This is your host with the least amount of mostness, Mr. Bush. Thank you. I do want to say, I just wanted to. It's not weird, but I did one episode. It didn't make it in between the last one. I, decided to go with something better. But more importantly, I do want to thank you all. For helping me create a space in which I myself can release and express and get things off my chest. So I definitely do appreciate and am thankful for that. I know our last episode was, in tribute of my dog that passed away on the 16th of January. And that was the 39th episode. Yeah, that was our 39th episode. So I believe we are now on the big 4-0, the big 4-0. So, we're on the big 4-0. I just, and again, thank you all. I really do appreciate that. My time away, it wasn't quite that, ironically. I've been through quite some things since then. But, more importantly, I've been seeking smoothness. A lot of things. A second. I don't know who's calling me. A second. My apologies. I'm like everywhere with like a couple phones. Won't do that again. So, and I apologize for that. We definitely had a thing going. I just stepped away for a minuscule phone call. But yeah, just smoothness. Just smoothness. I think smoothness is all I seek in my life. Just a cohesion of inner working mechanisms. I think that'd be a beautiful thing, just in general. Not only for me, but for, people and others out there as well. I think smoothness in a life where things flow is a very beautiful thing. It can be damn near orgasmic with the right synchronization. Of just, not trying to make it, about anything sexual, but just an engulfing blissfulness of anything and everything. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think a lot of us sometimes, it can be very easy to overlook or, not truly be in a gracious state of mind while you're going through life without smoothness. Smoothness in so many ways can even be health. One of the things I hate, I hate, like, for real, is sore throats. Growing up in Chicago, it's not like an all the time thing or of anything, but you've had a couple sore throats and things over the years, and I hate sore throats. Sore throats are not smooth to me at all. And just times when you're not experiencing that, obviously you shouldn't be going through every moment thinking about the worst other moments in your life, but sometimes it's just gracious to realize, oh wow, I don't have a sore throat right now. I feel comfortable. I'm smooth in myself in that lane. And there's different lanes of smoothness. There could be smoothness in your health. There could be smoothness in your personality. There could be smoothness in your relationships. There could be smoothness in your relationship with yourself. There could also be an unsmooth relationship with yourself. So there's so many different facets and I guess dimensions of smoothness. And it's a beautiful thing. And as of right now, I would like to say that I wish nothing but smoothness for and upon you. So, yeah. Again, welcome. Shout out to my ear hustlers. Thank you all for coming back. I do appreciate you all magnanimously. I really do. We got something here, and fuck it. I love you all. I magnate to you all. There's a pull there. We got a thing here, and I'm appreciative of it. One thing I was thinking, and it almost kind of freaked me out one time. And I was looking, and I was like, damn, I have a listenership of people that listen to me, and obviously tune in to what it is that I have to say. And I don't know any of you all, but you all know me in so many ways. And it's like a one-way mirror, But the things that I pull on the other side of the mirror are things that are of me, even though I can't see them, just like internally and spiritually. So I guess it's all still kind of the same, just in a different transformed way. But I'm thankful for you all. I really am. And with that being said, I understand that the words that I say, they govern and they alter and they affect you. You're water molecules that form through vibrations. So how I say what I say, how I feel about what I feel, it's all transferred over. Every bit of it. And, I want to be like vibrational gold. I want to be healing. I want to be empowering. I want to be fulfilling. I want to be, And I believe a lot of other people want to be as well. One thing about being is it's not always easy to be. And it is easy to be. It's a double-sided coin. When it's not easy, it's not easy. And when it's easy, it's easy. And that's the conundrum of life. But yeah. So, recently I was thinking about some things. And I got very, very happy. I got really excited. I got sick about a couple of weeks ago. And actually, I'll tell you my little line of events. Well, my dog passed away on the 16th. That was a Sunday. Later on that week, on a Thursday, I went to Miami. My girlfriend and I went to Miami. Had an interesting time. Interesting time. Just things were different and just not altered, but just like it was just everything just felt so different in a good way too, though. It wasn't like a bad thing. It was just like, yeah, the world is just slightly altered once, your little loved one isn't here anymore. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is, I had a good time in Miami. If anything, I'd probably come back and talk about it more. I don't have a problem with that. But after Miami, I came back. I was home for a little while, and my little cousin, I actually shouted out his business, which, by the way, give me a second. Shouted out his business. My cousin Herman. His father passed away the same day as Charlie, I believe. It was the 16th. Yeah, the same day. So the following week, we had the funeral. So I went to the funeral, and immediately after the funeral was over, we were supposed to go to the cemetery for the burial. And I had to stop off at my house to grab my card. I had to get some money to get some money, basically. So when I did so, by the time I got home, I got really sick, like really sick, and it came in a very weird way, like a very, very weird way. I got really cold, shivers. It was just crazy. But I only had it for like a week. And ironically, my cousin, he said he got really sick later on that day too. And no, the next day, not the same day, the next day. And when he did, he went and got tested, found out he didn't have COVID or anything. So we definitely got sick off the same thing. We just didn't know what it was. But why am I saying all of this? I forgot why I was saying all this. I really did forget why I was saying all this. It was in response to something I was saying. Anyway, I'm gonna plug my cousin, by the way. Again, if you all he has some products on there. I forgot which ones, but he has some good health products that he's building, and I believe he's adding more to his repertoire. So if you would like to support, and if I'm not mistaken, he has everything from protein powders to I guess muscle enhancers, hydrate muscles and help them grow faster. It's not like steroids and nothing like that. It's actually all natural. And he also has some bars, some waters, electrolyte waters, light fruit juices and stuff. So yeah, check him out. His website is https www.amway, SAMWAY.com/EN. That's _US/my_shop/Adair. Adair is ADAIR. Yeah, check him out. That's my little cousin, and yeah. Oh, and another thing, condolences to him. Losing a parent. I never lost a parent. I'm still blessed to have my mother and my father. We may not be everything. That may not be the smoothest as far as communication and all that other stuff goes, but I still have them, and knowing that my little cousin, which is more like, a little brother of mine, lost his parent. It's real, and it's a thing. And I definitely want to step up to the plate. I'm always there for him, but I just want to let him know he's surrounded by real love, and by all means, I wish I could help more and do more, and I will. I think we just got to take our time and build slowly. So that is what it is. Oh, and again, PayPal. What's up, y'all? What's up, PayPal? Somebody out there from PayPal got to be listening. And what we got going on here is amazing. So I think you all need to hurry up and go ahead and get with the program. And yeah, I have some beautiful and amazing ideas that I would love to do in business with PayPal. That I believe that would increase whatever they got going on tenfold. But it also helps my listeners in so many ways. So PayPal, hit me up. We out here. Let's make it. Let's get a deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some going. But yeah, all my young men out there, shout out to you. Hope you all are doing well. I know it's a lot going on in a man's mind, in the way energy is filtered through in so many ways. I'm never here to tell anybody how to be or who to be. No, that's not my situation, not my place. I think it's my responsibility to celebrate you, your existence. And that's real talk. I think we always place a lot of attention on women, and it's rightfully so, because they're beautiful. They're beautiful to look at, beautiful to think about at times, some of them. But ultimately, we're individuals, and we're the spirits that surpass our sexual energy of what we are. There's a sexual energy signature that is entwined with our vessel, our body as well. But more importantly, what I'm saying is, right now I'm just saying, shout out to the young men out there. Shout out to the older men out there. As well as, I should say everybody, but I have no problem. I'm just trying to sing out certain things right now, because I know there's a lot of guys out there, and they're trying to make a way. They're working things. They're hustling. They're bustling. They're grinding. You know what I mean? They're working. And more than a lot of people know, regardless, we're all changing. Whether you put in a conscious effort to change in the direction that you want to, or you just going, or you're being, what's the word? I guess, written by the wave or tide of what is. So, yeah. Obviously, I believe one is a little bit better than the other, and still rightfully so. In so many ways, we still do control a lot of how we turn out to be and who we become. Learning, things, and expanding your vocabulary, which also expands your understanding or your receptiveness to knowledge as well, because there's certain things, if you don't understand what it means, and it goes over you, goes under you, you don't catch it. As vice, same for languages. You increase your intelligence by learning languages. And I myself have to get on that. I've been lacking in so many ways. Not in so many ways, but I've been lacking in that area recently. And I do need to get back on it. But I do find those to be much easier when you're in the company of those languages being spoken. So, if I want to learn better Spanish, if I want to learn Mandarin, I have to find some Spanish speaking and Mandarin speaking people to to just to learn, to speak it, to hear it, to live it, to be it. I think that's it. It's the balance of being it rather than adopting it for a while. To become something is much easier and much smoother. So I definitely want to get on that. I do have to say, I've been reading this book. I wish I knew the name of it right now. I can't think of it right now. It's actually on the table. But it's funny. I'm not much of a book reader. I'm not. I do enjoy it. But I always have this funny thing when it comes to reading books. Whenever I read a book, even if it's good, especially the good ones. Actually, it's always the good ones. It makes me sleepy. Like every time I read, next thing I know, I'm doing, I'm enjoying it, and then I'm in this very hazy, ready to lay it down, like flow, and it happens every time I read, every time. So I do believe reading is fun to the mental. By all means, it is it's interesting. I like it. It's a different way of using my brain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound like I never ever read before. I read all the time, of course, but I don't read literature or that's one thing. I do have to balance out in myself. My girl, she can read like 50 books a year, and it's very inspiring seeing her read like all the time, doing different things. And I never got anything or that feeling or much fun or interest out of reading books growing up. It wasn't something that I was like, ooh, let me go grab this book and go sit down and be quiet for hours and read. That was never me. Obviously I'm not illiterate. I read very well. Especially the parents I have growing up, they were young and they were on me, and I was their first child. So you better believe that I did all types of writing assignments. I have perfect penmanship. Like my mom was on us about grammar. My father was on me about writing, just writing and math. So, that by any means was not lacked on when it comes to me. It's just the aptitude or the hunger. It's growing now, definitely say. But for a while, it wasn't really there. But I guess I can take the time to do it. But the only thing is, I got to get over this like sleepiness thing. Like sometimes when I'm reading a book, Max it could be weird. Like it could happen within 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But I have noticed that when I'm really into reading a book, I'll like read multiple times a day or like come back at it when I didn't usually do stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna, try to get back on that. I definitely am. Definitely am. Yeah. So we back. This is episode 40. Episode 40 again. This is that By the Way podcast. My name is Mr. Bush. I am your host with the most. I always like to just, keep people informed, and plug us. If I can't plug us, then what we doing? You know what I mean? So that's always going to be a number one. And also, I definitely want to say, pull it up right quick. Of course, this is that By the Way podcast. Of course, that's it's never to have to be said any other more. But I definitely want to say, if you all do want to donate, you all do want to support, or even if you just want to, shoot it off and let everybody else know that they can too. You all can definitely, or they can definitely do so. And it is greatly appreciated. Like I said, I want to do this full time. And I'm definitely not getting no Patreon. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing by any means. I feel like, one thing about, I gotta talk about this. I'm gonna talk about this. Fuck it. I want to talk about this. I feel like any money that comes my way is energy that comes my way. And I feel like it magnates to me. What is for me magnates to me, just like everybody. And I decided to make my own lane to create something. I'm blessed to be able to treat this and cherish this. If you ever notice, I've never given you all I never oversaturated my content just to fill in a void or fill in a gap. That's not what I'm about. I'm about honoring your mind, honoring your ear, honoring your time. And me personally, I'm not an idiot, so I don't like, mismanagement of energy and smarts. I think being able to properly express yourself is a gift. Some people can't find the words. Some people have the words and don't have the umph to get it out. And some people can't even formulate, or you know what I mean. So, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have the ability to express myself. And to be so clouded that, before you can even talk, before you can even vocalize, put a sentence together, when you feel, some people just cry from that or just get frustrated just from the feeling alone, because the feeling itself can't be transcribed. It's so much, it's so immense, it's so taken care of for so long that to even touch on certain emotions and feelings, people just break down and cry or just lose control. And I'm thankful that I lived a life to a degree that hasn't done that to me. I know there's a lot of people out there that feel tight inside themselves. And I will say this, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I have my own variations of being locked up inside to a degree within myself. I think we all have that to a degree. Sometimes, I don't know. But I do know I feel a great breakthrough, needed and wanted and close within myself. I can't quite explain what it is. I really can't. But I do know that there's another level where I can breathe better. I can feel better. I can see better. I can better. And I think we all want to better. So, yeah. But when I was talking about money, I was actually about to plug so you all can donate. But before I do that, I just still want to say this, I'm not going to make this thing a single thing about me, but it's through me that I've learned this. So I guess I can talk in a duality way. Speak from an unattached point of view as well, stemming from a who I am point of view in a very weird way. But basically I say this. I don't want to sound like a dead horse because I kind of slightly say this, but I'm very comfortable. Comfort is in the laying upon of self. when you know self is you. I don't know. I almost got tongue twisted, but I believe believing in something is with no data, but you know. Manifestation, putting energy into something, seeing something out, seeing something through, visualizing something, and doing those things to get closer to that reality is a very beautiful thing. And, I always say I come from a Black perspective. So many ways, there are obstacles, there are things, but there's also me and my will that is more powerful than all. So in so many ways, it doesn't even matter. But, until you understand, until you formulate, until you become full of self. One thing I realize is that this world never wants you happy. Anytime you feel too good, they say there are words and parameters that stop people from being too happy on the happy overload. I want a happy overload. I want to feel great about myself. Obviously, there's a balance, but there's these words of conceited, these words of full of yourself, these words of all this, but everybody around is broken and incomplete in their own version of whatever they're going through. That stops them from being a good person, or stops them from making better decisions, or stops them from being their better selves, or stops them from treating those around them in the light that they truly would like to be deserving of. I don't know if I said it right, but so yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'll say this. If you would like to donate, would like to support, you can definitely do so via PayPal. Like I always say, PayPal, what up? We out here. Let's get it. At Wickush. It's at WICKUSH. And again, it's Wickush, WICKUSH. All right, thank you. Let's get back to the show. But yeah. I think it's so funny about money. Well, the funny thing about money is that nobody wants to talk about money. It's very weird. Nobody wants to talk about money at all. And talking about money can be, I don't know, it's just very uncomfortable for people. But, what's so funny is this is just funny. So, what's weird about that concept and how it actually has manifested itself into a physical part of my life. I can actually tell you a little story about. That's funny. It's funny to me, but I was born in '90, and in my family, I came from a real family. Okay, I don't. Who comes from a fake family? Well, some people do, but no, I come from a real family. I came from a real matriarchal family. I definitely had my father in my life. My parents weren't together, but my mom's side of the family was a very matriarchal, great-grandmother, grandmother, mom, aunts. I had one uncle, but he was in and out of jail. Shout out to my Uncle Purdy. Love you, Unc. And, yeah. So, being that, this is women, a house of women, women had to protect themselves, and they protected themselves in more ways than just physically. They protected themselves, knowledge-wise, and, everything about, just how they carry themselves. And I remember just how they were as far as money was concerned. They were very, in my eyes, I'd say sneaky with money, or very secretive. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say sneaky. I'll say secretive. Very secretive when it comes to money, and that's the vibe that I got from the women growing up. And I was always, told whenever somebody, blah blah blah, got money out, or you don't always be in somebody's face, or ask them how much money they got, or stuff like that. And I've learned this because I have a lot of cousins, so it wasn't just me. I've seen people chastise others about asking questions and being in people's business and stuff like that. So basically, what I'm saying is, growing up, you don't be in nobody's business about their money and stuff. So fast forward, when I grew up, I was in customer service for a while, and it was cool. It was cool until it wasn't cool for a little bit, and I was looking for a new job, and I got a collections job, and it was so funny. On this collections job, I had inbound and outbound calls, and I basically had to just ask people, questions about their money, about how much they get paid, their savings, or just about their money, what's in your bank account, basically, to a degree. Excuse me, to a degree. And at first it was difficult because, I was growing up to never ask anybody about their money. So to work for a collections agency and then have to ask people, for payments and about their money and, things of that nature, it was uncomfortable at first, but weirdly, as I just did it, I don't know, I was very good at it. People just paid. I don't know. I really don't know, but, yeah. So my little funny story when it comes to money and people talking about money, but ultimately I kind of understand. It's a judging factor. It's a comforting factor, and you can get got if people know about what you have. They can, try to take it. So I completely understand. So this morning, I woke up and I went for a jog around my block. Mind you, it's 23 degrees outside. The sun is out. It's a sunny day. But my lungs were really feeling it on my way back. So I was like, whoa. So decided to take a shower. Got a can on lazy mode. I was definitely in the house a few days. Didn't take a shower. Just lazy mode. But got up this morning, went for a jog. Took a shower, and I had to get back to you all. I really did. I didn't want you all worrying about me. I talked to a few people. A few people were, a little worried about me. But thank you. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate the care. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just want to stay on the energy flow. There's been a lot of things out there that I've been seeing that I haven't been feeling and I haven't been liking. And like I've said before, I don't want to come here and dump off the things, my dislikes. I don't think that's fair to you all. Even though I do want to express myself at certain times. But, just to say where I stand without, energy smudging. I just don't like the things that I see as far as trickery goes in society. I don't like the status of how people are living. There's a lot of things that can be changed that are not. And the reality is every day is getting worse than the day before. But we live in a world where they're acting as if it's not. And it's very irritating to me. It's just irritating. Or maybe I care too much, I don't know. But one thing I could say about Miami is that in Miami, I did not notice or sense any, I didn't notice or sense any homelessness. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure somebody's homeless in Miami. I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm pretty sure there's a community. And by all means, shout out to you all, and I wish you all the best. Love, a meal, and comfort. I really do. But it wasn't as prevalent in Miami. It was much different from what I've been seeing lately. When I go around, I've seen different places, from Minneapolis to Jamaica to Aruba, seeing how people live, from homelessness to living in shacks that aren't even real homes, to other people being pushed out of their homes for tourism in Aruba. It's it's discomforting to me. And sometimes I don't really know what to do about it, as far as I'm not trying to hop on here and complain, but even more importantly, I'm not a supporter of vaccines by any means. Never will, never have. There's so many obviousnesses about that whole concept that, we don't even have to touch on it because it's beneath us, really. But when you factor in the fact that a lot of people just don't know what they're doing, don't know what is, just going off of fear of all this. I don't want to lose this person, and I could get all this other stuff. It's just a whirlwind of bullshit. And I'm not saying things aren't, they always try to hit you with some type of misinformation, but yet nobody really truly listens. But, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's almost like a mind grabber, and I want to be much more conscientious of myself than to just do that to me. But so, but to not touch on too much, or just to touch on just what I want to touch on. I don't want to even be afraid here. A lot of people are afraid to talk about a lot of things. I am not. I'm not by any means. I've always promoted love. I've always promoted safety. I've always promoted health. People nowadays have forgotten that humanity has been here for eons. Or the derivative DNA of humanity has been here for eons. So this new onslaught of fear from the hundreds of millions of years we've been here, it won't work on me. But I will say it has definitely made a lot of things difficult. But it's okay. What is supposed to be is supposed to be. And, we thriving over here. We're alive. We got a heartbeat, and we got a mind. Even if we're hungry, at least we got hunger, and we can use that. You can use any and everything that you feel and turn it into something else. Always, never forget that. And that's just what it is for me, It's truly what it is for me. Staying healthy, eating properly, eating cleanly, eating positively, eating high vibrational foods, things that help you think better, things that help you feel better, things that help you feel good, things that help you be good. in yourself and even out of yourself. I think a strong body and a strong mind is everything. And again, I will say, whether you do it or not, or you just need a reminder, let's get back to this meditation. It said that meditation can unlock abilities within the mind. And if that's the case, well, but yeah. So, let's get back to that. Let's do that. I know I've been meditating a lot more lately. And I would definitely say I needed it too. Yeah. But, I don't know. I'm not trying to make it about getting out of here or anything. I just want to make sure we touch on what we touch on. That we are good. There's a lot of BS out there. A lot of BS. A lot of things going on. A lot of things happening. And I don't know everything, but I wish I could prepare you all. I wish I could, wish strong bodies on you. The right resources. The correct timing. The right placing. The right strength to pull yourself up, to swim yourself through. But more importantly, just a glaze of glory protecting you and helping you live your best life. Life is magical. Life is beautiful. And I think realizing and utilizing that is fulfilling. And I believe that we need a happy overload, a happiness overload. Everybody knows about the other opposite end of the spectrum. But we're going in this direction. We want to be overly happy. We want to feel overly good. We shouldn't have to always run to a substance, a pill, a blunt. I love my weed. I love my marijuana. I do. But if I could feel great sometimes off top in just the most blissfulness way without ever having to even break excuse me, without ever having to break a bud down or lick a backwood, that'd be crazy, be amazing in so many ways. So, like I said, I wish a good jog for you all, a good stretch, some good squats, some good burpees, getting your blood moving, helps your hair grow, helps revitalize you, filters your energy, siphons your energy, strengthens your magnetism, cleans your mind, cleans your thoughts, resets and recalibrates you. Sometimes it's nice to get not only endorphins off, but it's nice to get out of a track-minded, set way of thinking and feeling. Because once those loops constantly come around and you constantly keep living in the exact same way, they get stronger and stronger and stronger. To the point some people are just in cycles of just a whirlwind of things that they never dealt with that controls them. How they respond, how they feel, how they think. And they're never free of themselves. And they can't realize it. So, yeah. Definitely take the time to meditate. Definitely take the time to exercise. Definitely take the time to stretch. stretching alone, I believe I can vouch and say it makes you smarter. If your blood flow and your cerebral fluid can flow and have you at your best optimum self, sometimes over time we get pressures in places due to weight, due to imbalance in the spine, or just weight distribution. It's just a lot of different things. But ultimately, stretch, jog, yoga, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, planks, swimming, other physical things that you can do, jump rope, sex. Sex too is a physical fitness, basically, if done correctly. So you can have and find ways of, exploring and expanding yourself, as well as growing yourself. And you can also learn about, the seminal retaining, even with sex. It makes you hornier, it makes you stronger, it makes you want it more, and it makes you go longer, and just all around more beastie about it. Helps you go more times. Go until you need to stop. Basically, that's how it goes from a male's perspective. But with the focus of, obviously always pleasing your partner. There should be that deep attraction there in general. That guides and leads. And then you come through and you do what it is that you do with your penis. But see, the thing is, you also gotta, like I said, in seminal retention, it's not about, it's about retaining, so you don't want to ejaculate. You want to, get close and stop, pull out. And sometimes you can siphon and feel that, whatever that is, before you, and not even have an orgasm. You can breathe it in. Sometimes you can either do prostate, or just, I guess, gooch exercises, or basically, I should say, your pelvic floor. You want to strengthen your pelvic floor with different exercises. If I'm not mistaken, there's 3 PC muscles down there. And as you learn to hold, flex each one in different, cycles, they get stronger. And as they get stronger, they can either strengthen, well, not either. They make your orgasm much stronger as well, but you also get more control over your ejaculation, to the point that when it does come, you can hold those muscles in and not let anything come out. And I believe they squat while they do that as well. I'm not sure all the way, but yeah. So, you can still have sex, you can still please your partner, you can still have multiple orgasms, all of that great stuff. So it's just about elevating what you do. You don't want to deplete and become less of yourself. You want to always rise and be able to rise to any occasion. Metaphorically speaking, it is kind of funny. Because when on semen retention, your dick is extremely, like your body is extremely sensitive. There is no erectile dysfunction when you retain your semen. You become overly horny because you're not drained. Your battery is full. You're an electromagnetic being. Your semen, based off the quality of it, from what you eat, and your exercise of how your semen transmutes and filters itself, is battery juice that can do amazing things for you and give you energy throughout the entire day. So a lot of people have just been drained for a very long time. Doesn't make it right. But, wow. So, I do want to say that, unfortunately, I've come down to my little timer. It's not on me. It's just that when I'm not in my studio, this app puts me on restrictions of time. So it's okay. I ain't tripping. I'll be back with y'all. I love it. I love you all. That's always. But like I say, shout out to my ear hustlers. This is that by the way podcast. And if I don't love you, who will? I'm just playing. Everybody's gonna love you, and I'm thankful that I could be a part of that link as well. Again, if you all would like to support, like to donate, you can definitely do so via PayPal. That is at Wickush. That's WICKUSH. Again, that's Wickush, WICKUSH. All donations are appreciated and graciously accepted. I'm gonna let you all get out of here. More importantly, like I said, breathe deeper. If you can, drink your water a little slower. And don't forget your push-ups. Don't forget your sit-ups. Don't forget your planks. And ladies, same for you too. There's no days off. I mean, there is days off, but more importantly, we gotta move in the direction that we want to move in. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. This is your host with the most, or the least amount of it, at least, as far as we know. But this is that by the way. And keep y'all head up and keep it moving. Yeah. Full emotion, baby. Peace.